Alright, welcome race fans here tonight to FreekyFast Broadcasting here at the Racinfreeks Sim Racing League here in the K&N cars at Daytona. It's going to be an awesome race. We're racing here 75 laps here in the midst of doing their qualifying laps here right now. And I got up here company in the booth here with me is Richard. How you doing here tonight, Richard?
I'm doing pretty good.
Alright, man, this is going to be, man, we got a packed house feel here tonight for Racinfreeks Sim Racing League, where these drivers are going to get freaky, and what do they say?
They're always fast.
There you go. All right, well, they're going to definitely be fast here tonight at Daytona. I really don't know too much about these cars. Do you know a little bit? Maybe you know a little more on these cars?
Not a whole lot. For me, I know for at least my asphalt license, this is about as far up as I can go, so I've run them a couple times. But,
okay.
It should be an interesting.
Yeah. I know a little bit about them. I don't know much about them, but I do know that this is a sunset start time here with this new day and night transaction, whatever you want to call it. You know, so by the end of this race, the track should be dark and the clouds should be dark, except for the lights on the track, of course. So that's going to be interesting just to watch that process of what they offer here. You know, that's cool. I mean, I don't know what you think about the new update or what they brought out with.
I like it. I've had a couple of shows, at least on the dirt side. It's pretty interesting to see how the track changes when it's, you know, the sun's up, it's hot, the track's really kind of muggy, it's real sticky, and then, you know, it starts to go to the sunset. It starts to get a little darker, cool off a little bit, and the track will change almost dramatically, almost immediately. So it's going to be interesting to see these guys out here on this track and see how they adjust to the temperature change, really.
I gotcha. Okay, well, you took the next words out of my mouth. Does it actually, because you drive the dirt side, so you know, you can actually feel it really changing like that? I mean, that's cool.
It definitely is. I know we ran a race just the other night, December Dirt Week for Wicked Cushion.
Okay.
It was at Charlotte, and we started off the night. Started in the sun. The sun was starting to go down, starting to sunset, and by the end of the feature, it was completely down, and that track was night and day from when we started.
Oh, okay. So, you know, going from, like you said, slick, and then on the dirt side, I don't know much about dirt, so I don't know what the track transition does. You know what I mean? On dirt side, I guess it's, you know, it gets really grippy and sticky, or is it sticky during the daytime, you said, right?
Yeah, it's a lot more sticky during the day. You can get a lot more grip, even through the slick and things. But when it starts to cool off, that dry slick starts to get even slicker, and it makes it a lot harder to.
Okay, yeah. Again, you'll teach me as we go. We'll teach each other as we go. But
yeah, I gotta learn from you on this asphalt stuff.
Yeah. I start talking dirt, and if I'd have to broadcast a dirt race, I'd be like, they're just going in circles. They're throwing a little mud up. I don't really know too much about it, you know. But yeah. So with that being said, thank you everybody out there tuning in on the YouTube side, Facebook side, Twitch side, whatever side you are tuning into. Hopefully you enjoy this race. We're gonna have a packed house here tonight. I don't even know how many cars we have even onto the track. I don't know if can you see how many cars we have tonight?
We've got 13 timed in, but we've got a lot of guys that haven't turned to time in qualifying yet.
Gotcha. Okay, all right. Well, we're down to 2 minutes to go here. So with that said, we're going to do our quick national anthem, and then we'll be back and we'll run through the grid real quick. So we'll be right back. Thank you for listening into that. All right, man. Hey, we got a big crew out here tonight, Richard. We got somebody, Tina, out there rooting for Bob Skinner there in the 82. We have one of our own drivers out there, Mark. He's watching there on the Facebook side as he gets gridded up. But with that being said, did you want to run through the grid real quick as we get these cars ready to go for 75 laps? Let's see here. All right. Once we get these cars on the grid here, give me 1 second. They got to get on the track first before you can click on somebody's name. Yeah. You know who won the pole?
Looks to be Derek Myers on the pole tonight.
Derek Myers. I don't even know what car number he is. Okay, he's way down here. He's in the number 2 car. All right, there we go. All right, now they're starting to grid up. So, all right, we'll run through the grid here real quick, if you don't mind.
All right, rolling off from the pole in the 2 machine will be Derek Myers, and to his outside in the 8 car, that'll be Noah Samples. Inside row number 2 will be the 33 of Jonathan Smith, and to his outside, the 9 of Joshua Spalding. Inside row number 3 will be Timothy Zanes in the 22 car, and in the 89 to his outside will be Danny Lawson. Inside row number 4 will bring us the 26 of Chuck Sweeting, and to his outside will be the 27 of Brandon Gross.
I think it's Gross. I think it's Gross. Yeah, I think so.
I don't want to mess it up for these drivers.
That's all right.
Rolling off inside row number 5 will be the 99 of Neil Odengard, and to his outside will be the 52 of Justin Rigsby. Inside row number 6 will be the 87 of Blake Mosley, and to his outside the 11 of Christopher Spencer. Inside row number 7 will be the 53 of Matthew Sprinks, and to his outside the 17 of Jonathan Canopy. Inside row number 8 will be the 93 of Jared Nash, and to his outside the 86 of Jerry West. Inside row number 9 will be the 28 of Brian Johnson, and to his outside the 24 of Zach Hall. Inside row number 10 will be the 82 of Bob Skinner, and to his outside the 42 of Ryan Howard. Inside row number 11 here tonight will be the 7 of Cody Gibson, excuse me, and to his outside will be the 43 of Dustin German. What is the next row?
Row 12 is going to have, yeah, starting 23. I can take it from here and hopefully don't butcher their names. It's going to be Brian Beach starting in the 69. Starting on the outside of him is going to be Christopher Matthews starting 24th. 25th is going to go to Mark Allen starting row 13th. Mark is going to be starting 26th. And then starting in row 14, last place, 27 vehicles out there on the track, is going to be Rick. So that's going to be your starting lineup here tonight at Racinfreeks Sim Racing League here at Daytona in the K&N cars. So, all right. All right, well, now we have Blake's got a fan out there rooting for him, too. All right, I'm not sure if that's his girlfriend or not sure. And all right, now we have Dave Williams out there. Well, we got, yeah, Dave, that's the old K&N cars. Green. But all right, well, we're going green. Sorry, I was trying to keep up with the chat there, Richard.
That's all good. Green flag coming out of the turn there. Samples falling back a little bit. I don't know if Samples is going to be able to hold that outside. Looks like the outside line doesn't really have a whole lot of backing right now. Inside line really...
Yeah, just so that you know, Richard, your mic cuts off at the end of your sentences. I'm not sure if you want to look into that, but all right. Well, if they take it down to the back stretch, they're going to go in here to turn 1 side by side all the way back through. And it looks like Derek is trying. There's so many new cars out here, I don't even know who's who.
Lots of new cars, definitely.
Yeah, so I apologize out there, anybody that's watching this. I got to learn the names and what cars are what, because we're here at, you know, just started our winter season. So the league did a leaps and bounds and grown since we were off, what, 2 weeks ago, I think it was. So.
Yeah, 2 weeks ago.
Yeah. So, I mean, they're still side by side here, some action pack. And, you know, with these cars running here, oh, look, that 8 car is loose. And who's in the 8 car?
I think it's Noah Samples.
Noah looked, man, he was loose there as that 9 was pushing him down that back stretch. But the 2, that definitely helped the 2 out. And then see if we can get the 33 Joshua there, Smith, see if he can, you know, stick his bumper there in the back of the 2 car and see if he can pull. Oh, no, you got somebody looking on the outside there. Who's that?
Looks like Samples is falling back now. The 9 is taking over the top lane, but they just do not have the backing that the bottom lane has right now. As the 22 looks to be peeking out. Let's see if he's able to get the car rolling up there and get that top lane, make this a little bit of 2 wide racing.
Oh, man, 2x2 all the way back through to I don't even know what position. But look at Jerry West. Jerry West is bringing his K&N car up through the field. Wow, he's on a roll. He's moving.
He is definitely on a roll right now. But good Lord, this battle for the lead, 2x2, just straight back through the field. The 22 and the 9 had a good run down the back straightaway. They pulled up to the door, but I just don't think they're getting enough of a run on that outside. And those guys running door to door there on the top side. 3 wide racing here early on.
Wow. And Jerry's going to poke his nose in the middle there, and he's going to try to push that black car up through the field. 93, I think it is. Jared Nash is going to be okay. Now they got 2x2. They thought twice about that, huh?
They had to think twice about that. A little bit early to be going 3 wide racing here. Yeah.
That's kind of dangerous this early. You know, they got what 75 laps or 5 laps into it. There is going to be one stage race racing to lap 30. It's going to be one stage. The league is changing the ruling on just putting one stage in to tighten up the field and help it out. And we're going to see how that all plays out too. So you do get points as I can explain this the best I can to all the fans out there and everybody. First, second, third, and fourth and fifth place only get points in the stage. So the top 5 get points, and I think it's 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 get the points. So that can play a key factor in racing if you're running back there in 6th place as Blake right now is back there running. Well, he was running back there in 5th place, but you know what I mean, Richard. That could you got to race to get them extra bonus points to win the winter season championship. So that could play some key factors. We'll have to see how that all plays out tonight.
Yeah, it's definitely going to be interesting to see how aggressive these guys are early on, coming to a stage and try to get those extra points. It's a longer season. I mean, race after race after race, those points can pay dividends. Yeah.
Well, this as we're looking at, the league's looking at putting it in, as the next year, in the 2019 season. They're looking at putting that in there, and it's basically this winter season is for people to get used to each other, for us to get used to broadcasting and doing the stuff like that. But gives the drivers a chance. It's going to be like an 8-week season, so we're going to play the cards and see how everything works and see what the drivers like. And so far, I think it was all going to work out. So, but back to the race. Enough about the league right now. Yeah, they're 2x2 right now in 4th, and then you look 2x2 back to 6th, and then we have a lone car to 53 in there. He's just hanging out there in the middle. So I mean, there's action. Oh, now we got the 22 taking over the lead. Timothy.
Yeah, that outside line has been getting these runs down these straightaways. It seems like in the corners, the bottom is where you want to be, but you got to think if you can get a good enough run down one of these back stretches, you might be able to take over the lead. It looks like Nash is going to go to the outside and leave the 22 out to dry. 26 going with him. So 22 going backwards now after that run he had early.
Yes.
Yellow.
And we have, and the 87's upside, and there's the big one. There is the huge one. Well, I do know this much, the league's got a quick fix.
We're going to have some drivers needing it.
Oh, man, I don't even know who to start with. It looked like, the 87 was upside down, so let's go back on the FreekyFast Broadcasting instant replay, and let's see if we can catch exactly what happened here, as hopefully we can see here. Let's get.
Looks like the 87 comes up the track a little bit.
Oh yeah, he did.
Was there.
Yeah, and he got the 11. Now who else is flipping over? The 26. The 82, Bob Skinner, went sliding through, throwing mud up on the track. The 86 was involved. Who else do we have out there?
Looks like the 99 involved, as you said, the 11, the 22, 26, 87. Just a ton of drivers involved in this accident.
Oh man, and the 22 was up there leading there for a while too, and he got stuck in the middle, and unfortunately the 87 slid up the track a little bit. It looked like maybe either he had a front tire go out, or the aerodynamics, sucked him up, up the track a little bit. And we all know how Daytona and high-speed racing can be. It can get crazy out there real fast.
It can definitely get crazy, and we just definitely saw it. Not exactly sure what happened there with the 87. Looked like he just comes up the track just a little bit, just enough for the 22 to be there, and chaos ensues.
Yeah, big time chaos. Yeah, Dave out there rooting for Blake out there. Unfortunately, he got all tangled up, but if you can make it back to pit road, like I said, the league gives one quick fix. Things happen. This is the way the league rolls, and likes it to do it that way. So the league gives one quick fix. If you mess up again, well, then you're poop out of luck, I guess is the nice way to say it.
Out of luck there.
Yes. So, all right. Well, looks like we had some drivers stay out all the way back to 5th place. Stayed out 10 laps on their tires, and from Brian Johnson from 6th on back, everybody has pitted. So the top 5 stayed out on older tires. So I'm assuming they're looking at to try, stay up in the front of the field with about 20 laps to go until the stage yellow. But I don't know, when you got a pack of Hornets coming at you in the back, I don't know if you can hold that off or not, Yeah,
I don't know if they're going to be able to hold them off, especially with 10 laps being on their tires. But it's going to be interesting to see how aggressive some of these guys get trying to get to the front to get those stage points.
Yes, well, yeah, that's what I'm going to keep an eye out on and see how this is all going to play out, as and hopefully we can get an interview in with a driver or two here when the stage comes. At least get an interview with the stage winner, and go from there. So
definitely be interesting to see. I don't know. I don't know who can win this stage. I mean, you don't know how these tires are going to react. You don't know how aggressive some of these guys are going to be. I mean, with that accident there, some guys may think, maybe I need to stay in the back and wait after the stage to maybe try to make a move late. But it's going to be interesting to see with these last few laps here before the stage.
Yes. I'll bring up the track facts here real quick, Richard. As everybody can see, we're at Daytona International Speedway, 2.5-mile track, 4 turns, and track temperature is 67 degrees. Now, let me bring up the weather, because as everybody can see now, it was sunset when this race started, and we are now, sky is pitch black. So the air temperature was partly cloudy out here tonight. The air temperature is 67, track temperature is 67, but they got one heck of a wind there, Richard. 11, 12, 10 to the southeast. So that wind's jumping up and down really hard.
Yeah, it can definitely affect these cars traveling at such a high speed around this track. I don't know what's gonna happen. Maybe that has something to do with the accident just a little bit ago. Maybe the wind caught him a little bit awkward and sent him up the track. But it's gonna be interesting to see how these guys handle that kind of wind.
Yeah, because that could throw off the aerodynamics too. You know, you go into a turn and the car feels really good, and then as you know, you get side by side with somebody, you can actually slow these cars down by side drafting. But it also can suck that car right into you without you even moving, and all of a sudden you're like, whoa, what happened? You know, one of those deals.
Yeah, side drafting can be beneficial to some drivers, but like you said, it can definitely be a hazard and can definitely cause another big one here before the race is over with this kind of wind involved with that.
Most definitely, most definitely. All right, well, Tina's out there. We got Christopher out there. He's rooting for Timothy. And Tina, yes, Tina, she says hopefully it can calm down. There's still a lot of racing to go yet. So, yeah, there's still a lot of racing to go. New drivers, everybody learning how to race each other. Growing pains, like I always say it, you know. But I'm sure it will get better out there. But, all right, well, pace car lights are off. You want to get these bad boys, get them ready to rock and roll here, Richard, and have some fun?
Let's get them ready.
All right.
And Pace Truck will get ready to pull down to pit road this time by. He's looking up towards the front here. It's going to be interesting. Derek is running very well, holding off some of these other drivers here early. But as we know, he's on a little bit older tires. Him and Smith up there on the front row, both on older tires. So we'll have to see what some of the other guys behind him, see what they try to do here on the initial start. Pace Truck looking to duck in. Waiting on the green flag here.
Green flag, green flag.
Green flag is out. Derek will bring us back to green here.
All right.
Good start.
Yes, as we get ready to go down here into turn one there, Richard, thank you for that green start. And, wow, did he ever get a good start there? He pulled way out. That could be a good thing and that could be a bad thing, because we all know how drafting goes here. As the that's the 19 of the Budweiser there, K&N car. He ducks down behind, I apologize, I don't know all the cars. I'm trying to...
I have the same problem.
Okay, good, because I'm like, okay, I don't know who that is, but he ducked behind somebody.
Looks like Mark in the 19.
Mark in the 19, all right, yeah, he ducks down behind Dak Hall there, and we got, what, first, second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth. So everybody's getting in line now. Oh, wait, we got the 99 sticking his nose out there on the high side. And I don't see, he doesn't have nobody behind him pushing, but that's going to open the door for the 43.
Looks like the 43 trying to draft up to him. Maybe get down up underneath him and gain an extra spot here. As it does look like we're going to go too wide up front here. 28 jumping out, 24 going with him, so we're going to go 2 by 2 once again.
We got Blake Garrett out there. Do you know him, Richard?
I do know Blake.
All right, yes, Blake, that is Richard up here. Yes, he's in the booth here at FreekyFast Broadcasting, where the drivers get nothing but freaky and what, Richard?
Oh, they're always fast.
There you go. All right, hey, see, we're becoming a team.
we're getting there. We're getting there.
Yeah, we're getting there. We're getting there. All right, but yes, that's who it is up here in the booth, bud. Again, everybody out there, we have a ton of viewers out there tonight, Richard. I mean, it's nice to see everybody tuning in and watching this race. And as Racinfreeks here tonight at Daytona packed in 27 cars in here tonight, but it looks like we got 2 packs now forming there, Richard.
Yeah, we got a pack of 6 up front right now. They're duking it out, but that pack right behind them, if they come together, I think they can catch them as they're starting to catch that inside line. The outside line's starting to die out a little bit. So I look for some of those drivers to maybe try to tuck down and get in line and get ready for maybe a late run here at the end of the stage.
Yeah, we're about couple more laps here, and we'll be 20 laps away from the stage. But it's actually looking like we actually got 3 packs forming. I think these drivers are settling down now. I think the beginning of the race, the momentum and you know, your adrenaline is rushing so hard that you're like, oh, look, whoa, we got the 19s. Wow, did you see that? Mark Allen was loose all over the place.
All over the place up front. These guys are racing hard for these positions right now. I wouldn't be surprised if we had another caution here before the stage.
Well, let's hope not. Yes, Tina, we're down to about 15, about 13 laps left here to go until the stage. We're looking at lap 30 for the next stage yellow, and then we'll have the top 5 get some bonus points. Something new the league's thrown in there. But yeah, back to the action. It definitely looks like we have the 17 and the 26. Whoa, wow, look how loose that 17 got.
I did not see that. I was watching up front. This battle up front's been interesting.
Yeah, there's battling all over the track. I can't even keep up with it all, which is awesome. That's what we want to see. That's definitely what we want to see out here. As these, they take these about, what, 9,000 RPMs down into turn 1. Let's bring up
something like that. These guys are definitely turning these motors hard here tonight. Well, the battle up front right now is wow. Just the run that the outside line is getting down the straightaways. It's just crazy.
Well, I can definitely tell iRacing and the program we use for broadcasting is showing up, sending different signals, because it said Mark Allen's fastest lap was a 231 mile per hour, and I know they're not going that fast. There ain't no way. These things do got restrictor plates on them, so I'd probably imagine 201, 202, something like that would be my guess.
Yeah, I'm looking at it here. I'm looking at Jonathan Smith here in the 33. And coming into turn 1, he hit right at 200 mile an hour.
Okay.
So you're about right on the money there.
All right, thank you for tuning in, Ed. Thanks for tuning in, Chris. Man, Blake's got some fans out there. Who do you think's going to win the race out there in the chat then? We got a lot of people rooting for Bob Skinner. We got Blake. Man, we got a fan fest going on out here, Richard. That's awesome. Got some fans out there, so
definitely good to see. I know Blake. I've run with him in dirt sometimes, and always a good guy, at least on the dirt side. And you know, he's definitely got a lot of fans here tonight. And I hope he runs well. I'd like to see him up front.
I don't even know what position. Let's see what position. Blake is right now back in with the 87. He is running 26th. Is he even on the track? Yes, he is on the track, but it looks like he's got... I'm sure if he's got some damage. Yeah, he's got some rear end damage there, Richard, unfortunately. I don't think he used his quick... Well, he had to use his quick fix because he's the one that was on his roof.
Yeah, he was definitely upside down.
Yeah, he definitely was. Yeah, he went barrel rolling and flipping and all over the place. So he's back here with the 8 and the 82, and it looks like Bob Skinner probably didn't use his fast fix. He's probably waiting for the stage, you know, to come, because we are. About 9 laps away from the stage, so interesting. And got what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Well, we got the whole field racing for a stage.
They're all up here running for a stage right now. The 99 got a good push a few laps ago, and he got up in front of the 28. The outside line just hasn't really recovered yet. But I'd look for that 2 to get up there and maybe mix it up for the lead here.
Oh wow! I just did a camera angle there, Richard. I didn't mean to change the subject on you here, but I just got a good shot of the 3D model and renders of the fans that iRacing has put out. They don't look like flat stick figures anymore. Wow.
Flat stick figures.
Me too. And the yeah. I'm sorry. I was just watching the guy with the new update. They look like real people. Wow. I mean, right here again, ladies and gentlemen out there watching. Look, there's a guy with a hat. Okay. All right, we're getting sidetracked here. We got to get back to the race. We got some racing going on out here, and I'm worrying about stick figures.
Worrying about them fans out there watching
at
the track.
Yeah. And Tina says Bob Skinner used his quick fix. So I think he's back there just laying. But back up here to the lead, Neil Odegaard and Zach Hall got by Derek and put Derek back to 3rd or 4th place here. So
they're definitely battling 2 by 2 by 2. We saw this earlier. It didn't end well, but these guys are pushing them as hard as they can here, coming with about 6 laps left to go before the stage caution. At 99, holding on. He's been holding on for lap after lap after lap, but man, you gotta think. Zach. Oh!
Yellow flag is out.
That looked like netcode. We were actually.
That happened so fast.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised, ladies and gentlemen, if that was netcode, because we were watching it live, and all of a sudden his car just went. So let's go back to the FreekyFast broadcast here, instant replay, and let's see if we can get an up-close shot of exactly what happened there between Neil and Zach Hall, it looked like. Let's see if we can get a shot here. And, oh yeah, netcode. Yep, there was netcode there. It just grabbed the car and didn't let go, unfortunately.
That is definitely unfortunate for those two, and really part of the field that got involved.
Well, let's hope they have a quick fix, because we have one car right now. It looks like Ryan Howard, unfortunately, it looks like he's going to have to take his vehicle behind a wall, unfortunately. So that's the only one DNF that I see as of right now. And I'm sure there's going to be more carnage as we go through this race, because you know it's Daytona, and if you don't have carnage, then you're not having racing.
That's the truth. That's the truth when you're at Daytona.
Not only that, are they going to go back green now? Because they're 4 laps away from the stage, and they got to complete lap 30 for that stage. So.
Working lap number 26, I gotta think we're probably gonna get green white checkered.
Well, I know that I believe they're gonna add another lap because of the you got lap down cars on the oval side there, Richard. They normally add an extra lap because there's lap down cars because they can't make a pit stop. With the lap cars. So you basically need an extra lap for them to go make a pit stop and work themselves back around the track. So, but we'll see. I mean, because Derek didn't pit. So, and he's got damage. So he's banking on. I don't know what he's banking on. I believe he's banking on that it's going to stay. It's going to go green. Well, if that's the case and he's got that kind of damage, he's a sitting duck.
He's definitely a sitting duck, and you also got to think he was one of the drivers that did not come down during the last caution. So those tires are 26 laps old compared to some of these guys that just got fresh ones.
Yes. Well, not only that too. Then with the stage, if we do get the yellow for the stage, these drivers that did pit, which is basically the whole field, is he going to come down pit road? Is he going to make that decent? And he does.
He does.
Yes, he does. He will watch him drive himself down here pit road and make a pit. And Brian Johnson's falling behind him.
Interesting.
Yeah, I'm not sure on that one because he just pitted.
Interesting. Very interesting.
Yeah, I wonder what. We'll watch here. The 22. Look at 22. Timothy, he's 1 lap down. Blake is 1 lap down. Christopher Spencer's 1 lap down. Jared's 1 lap down. Then Brian Beach is 2 laps down. Then we have Neil Odegaard is 3 laps down. And it looks like they're all sitting in pit road, so it looks like Neil, unfortunately, is going to have to take it behind pit wall. Also,
Neil,
Brian Beach looks like he's going to have to take it behind pit wall unless he's getting damage fixed. So, unfortunately, we have 3 vehicles that are not going to be able to get out on the track. Well, I'm wrong.
Definitely some tough luck for these guys.
Yeah. I'm going through the field here, ladies and gentlemen out there, trying to find what's going on. But, okay, well, back to the lead here. That now puts Jonathan Smith up in the front in the 33. With 3 laps to go. So, you might be right, Richard. We'll see if the pace car lights go out this time. But it might be a green-white checkered. And we have Blake out there. Thanks for tuning in on Facebook side there, Blake. He said he used his fast fix already, so he's just out there riding. That's a smart thing to do. Wait till the end of the race and then race. That's what I normally do.
Wait for all the other cars to wreck out and then hold on for the end.
That's what I try to do. I don't know if it works, but it really never really works. But that's what I try. That's my mind aspect to go into a race. But well, you're right. We're gonna have a green white checkered here because pace car lights just went out here, Richard. So I will take
this is going to be interesting.
Yeah, I will take these guys. I'll take them green this time.
Take it away.
All right. As they go down the backstretch, it's nice and dark now, and we will bring up the weather. See what the track chain up. Track's still 67 degrees. Air temperature still 67. So, but the wind's now from the south. So. Our PR woman could tell us out there, Tina, on Facebook, is that turn 1, turn 2, turn 4, or turn 3? Whatever turn. Which turn is it blowing?
It's blowing somewhere.
Yeah, which way? All right. Well, we're in 3 and 4, so we're going to get ready to go green here. As Jonathan's going to lead them down through, and we got the 77 now in second place. Mark. Brandon is going to start 3rd. Mark Allen's going to start 4th with Matthew starting.
Hang on, we're not going green.
Oh, we're not going green. Admin's called. Okay, that must be the stage.
Yeah, it looks like they're going to hold them off for the stage.
Are they even lined up? It doesn't even look like they're lined up.
No, I don't believe they are.
Yeah, I think that's why they called a yellow. We got cars way in the back trying to catch up, so instead of keep it fair, they called a yellow. But now that's gonna give. We're not going to be able to interview any of the stage winners if they go back green. They're going to be racing, and I don't want to do it that way. Ah, that's right. Okay, thanks, Tina. That's right. It is in the rules. I have to write that down because I keep forgetting about it. If caution comes out 5 laps before the stage is over. So they don't go back green. So lap 25 was the stage. It was over. So whoever led lap 25 was the winner. And I don't even know who that is. But this yellow they threw out is because of getting everybody caught up. So, oh, the yellow. Wow. Okay. Oh, pace car lights are out again, so we're gonna go green this time by. As they take it through 3 and 4 here and bringing it out of 4, and we're gonna wait for this pace car to duck into pit road and get these guys to go rocking and rolling. Freaky style. Wait, that doesn't sound right.
Freaky style.
Pace car's in.
Green flag.
And green's out. Boogity, boogity, boogity. Off they go there, Richard. You're going to drive them things down deep into turn 1.
Definitely Jonathan Smith with a huge start there. And that's going to allow the 27 to get up there behind him. 77 going to have to duck back into third. And it looks like these drivers going to get in a line, start to even out a little bit. Maybe try not to make as many moves, as we've seen a lot of accidents here today. But back here, looks like in around 10th position, they're still running 2 by 2. But up towards the front, it's still pretty much single file. They're going 3 wide for the lead now.
Whoa. Brandon and who is that? The 52? Justin and Brandon are going to take it high. And they're going to let, who is that in the middle there? The 27.
27, Brandon.
Yeah, they left him hang out, unfortunately.
Looks like the 19 is going to suck up to him and maybe try to start a little bit of a run between them two. But, wow, what a run from the 52 and the 53, making a good move to the outside and getting themselves to the front.
Well, we see a car ducking down below the line. He says he doesn't want no part into it. It's a red car. Again, I apologize, everybody out there. I don't know all the cars. This is the first time we broadcasted the K&N cars, actually, and with this league at Racinfreeks Sim Racing League. So it's kind of hard not knowing, you know, the car colors and what people are running, but we'll get better at it as we go.
Definitely getting better.
But yeah, with that said there, well, with drafting, I know this much. Basically, Richard, you gotta be patient. Patient is the key word here at any super speedway plate racing that you race. You got to get in line. You got to just ride and save on tires and gas. You really don't even got to save your tires. You just gotta, you know, ride, basically. So
yeah, they're definitely. Some of these guys towards the back, I think, may be hanging back, waiting on the next caution. Because if you're looking up front, I mean, right now, 27 and the 19 trying to get an outside lane going. As it looks like they may have some help coming, but right now, the bottom lane is just hooked up together. Up there in the front, the top two, the 52 and the 53, they've been together since the start of this race, and holding it down up front right now.
Well, we go back here to Rick. He's in the second pack, and he's got Brian Johnson, Zach Hall, Bob Skinner running 17th, 18th, and 19th, and they're going to latch on to him. So we do got two packs racing right now. Yeah, as you can see, Rick, he's moving up the track a little bit. He's going to let that pack go on by, which is, to me, a smart thing to do. And I'd latch on behind the 82 and just ride with them.
Yeah, definitely wants to tuck back in behind the 82. It looks like he has another car back there, the 11, I believe, that may be able to suck up to him and maybe keep up with that pack so he doesn't lose the draft from those 5 drivers.
Come back here. We do got some cars. Couple cars lapped down. We got the 87. Whoa, and now they're 3 wide with the 87, 27, and the 8. Ooh, that was gutsy.
Close racing here. Gonna be interesting to see. It looks like up towards the front they're starting to even out a little bit, get in a line, save on stuff. You know, you got to think if you're running 3rd, 4th, 5th. You know, if you stay there, you stay on the bottom lane, stay comfortable. you'll be around at the end as long as you don't make any mistakes.
Yeah, and that's the key. It's mistakes and stay out of the carnage, you know, until the end of the race. Because I still have to say, I believe we're going to have probably 2 more yellows, unfortunately. Because when, you know, they get down to the nitty-gritty couple of laps, they're going to be jostling for position. And you got to be at the right place at the right time, or you're going to wind up in the big carnage. And then your pit crew and your owner is going to be mad because they have to spend the money on a new car. I know I would be.
Oh, I definitely would be.
That's why I couldn't be a real NASCAR driver ownership, because I'd be so mad. I'd just be like, well, there goes another $1 million. Yeah, whatever. Like,
yeah, let me just write a check.
Yeah, right. Just write a check. Call my sponsors up and say I need $1 million, and they laugh at me and probably tell me, well, tell your guys to quit wrecking.
Hey, it's only money. You make more every day.
Mm-hmm. Not $1 million, though. Not even close. Be nice, but well, it looks like we have Justin up here in the 52 now. Mark Allen on the high side, so we got a battle going on. If that top line can hook up, well, we have the 87 and the 8, I believe. There, Richard. Oh wait, it's the 7. It's the 7. Yeah, Cody Gibson is. He's still in the lead lap, but the 87 is a lap down, and the 8's a lap down. So, wow, look how these cars get so wicked loose going into the turn.
They're definitely doing what we call dirt tracking. But they're definitely a little loose, but I'm noticing a lot of these cars on the bottom, not so much on the top. It looks like right around the center of the corner, they're getting either loose or they're pushing up the track a little bit, and I don't know if you're trying to side draft here through the center of the corner. I would expect to see another big wreck.
Well, we're going to ride along here with the 53 of Matthews behind the 52 in the gyro cam and see. You see how much banking this track has, and if we listen really closely to his engine sound, we'll be able to tell what he's doing here. If we gonna ride along with him a lap around this track. So here we go, across the start finish line, as he's gonna bring it down into turn 1 on the low line. Hear him throttling it. Now he's holding it. Yeah, he's not letting off the throttle there, Richard. But he's tapping that yellow line in the turns, and that's dangerous.
That's definitely dangerous, but one thing that I've known from running this track, and like I said, the only cars that I can run here, is if you're in front of somebody that you trust, you can drag the brake a little bit, let them get to you, and get a little bit better run. And I think that's what some of these guys are doing on the top side, to get these monster runs down the straightaways to maybe get up to the leaders and maybe try to contend with that outside lane.
Yes. And well, the other thing we didn't really talk about either is, and I really don't even know, except for 2 of them or 3 of them, teams. I know a lot of these drivers know a lot of these drivers, but who's on a team, I don't know. Which drivers don't have a team and trying to get a teammate out there, you know what I mean? So that plays a big factor too.
That can definitely play a factor, and I'm with you there. I don't know what drivers are with what teams and what guys are, you know, friends and want to work together, but what we're seeing right now, it looks like the 53 and the 52 really are working well together, because they've been able to hold off that outside line lap after lap after lap, and the 19 and the 7, they're no slackers. They're maintaining pace with them, but it just doesn't look like they're getting the same run that we saw earlier in the race. Yeah,
well, I believe that has to do with, if you watch what the 33 does to the 53 and you watch what the 87 does to the 7, well, okay, they just made a liar out of me. As you can see, and there goes the 19.
Yellow.
And we don't even have to go back to the instant replay. We were just live on that watching. I don't know if that was netcode or not. Oh, wow. Well, we can go back on the replay if we can see here if we can find the 19 and have time to go back to the FreekyFast broadcast and see what happens here. But we had a screenshot there, Richard, and we were watching them, and all of a sudden the 19 just got turned. And, ooh, I don't know if the... Looks like the 52 ran into the back of the 19.
It looks like he gives him just a little tap, and it was just enough to get him sideways and take out those 4 cars up there on the top. It looks like everybody else made it by, though.
Oh, and that poor 87, he used his quick fix, and now he looks like a modified. Well, sorry, Blake. I know he's out there watching on Facebook side, man. I don't know what to tell you. Hang out in there and get the car fixed the best you can, and get ready for next week, tomorrow. As we'll be live tomorrow there, Richard, with the Gen 6 cars, with the Cup cars here at Daytona. So that's going to be fast-packed, racing going on there too.
That's definitely going to be an excellent show tomorrow night to see some of these guys come around here in the Gen 6 car and see how the changes happen. See how the weather's going to affect those cars as compared to some of these cars here tonight. Yeah,
that's going to be our first. Wow, 93 just missed his pit road, his pit box. He slid right through it.
I know how that is. It can be tough to judge those pit boxes.
Yeah, I've been there, done that like 100 million times. Pit boxes don't like me. Every time I think of pit stop, I'm like, oh crap.
Well, you got to be better than me, because at least for me on the dirt side, we don't really come down pit road unless it's destroyed. So
yeah, and it probably takes them a half an hour to put 2 tires on.
Oh, it takes forever. It takes forever.
How hard is it to take a couple lug nuts off and put them back on? You got an air gun, come on. Drinking coffee, eating donuts, kicking back. Oh,
well, of course, that's how we do it.
Is that how you do it on the dirt side? And then all of a sudden you pull in and they're like, oh crap, we're not even ready. Go get the glue, guys. We gotta put some glue on these nuts. All right, well, we're on lap 43 of 75, and it looks like we have right now Mark's in the 77 is staying out in the lead. So with that being said, as I always say out there, thank you for tuning in, everybody, but we're going to go wet our whistle and run a quick commercial break. We will be right back. Alright, we are back, and company here up here in the booth with me is going to be Richard. We are back, and thank you for letting us have that quick drink and commercial break.
Yeah, we definitely needed it.
Yeah.
This has been crazy.
Yeah, a lot of talking going on. Whew. Alright, well, I'm definitely gonna try to run through the field sometime, Richard, if I can, we can get that far. There's so much action going on. I don't want to leave the track and start running through the grid, you know, not the grid, but the field, and then all of a sudden we miss all the action for the fans out there.
It's definitely crazy right now, as it looks like there's only 16 cars, I believe, on the lead lap right now. We've got some cars that are a lap down that are still running, but only 16 right now scored on the lead lap.
Well, unfortunately, we have Mark that took it behind the wall with that incident. The 11 car is 9 laps down right now, and he's still sitting on pit road. Then we have Dustin, unfortunately, had to retire for the night. Neil Odegaard had to retire for the night, and so has Ryan Howard. So, but we're going to get ready to go back green. Do you want to call these guys off onto the green flag there, Richard?
I will definitely take the reins on this one. Let's roll down the back straight away. The 27 will lead us to green, and that is Brandon Goss. Derek Myers to his outside. We've seen Derek up here all night long, just battling for this lead. It's going to be interesting to see if he can get a good start. We haven't seen any good starts coming from that outside lane. It seems like the inside lane's always getting the start. But one thing definitely to keep our eye on here is the 33 there in the third spot right now. That's Jonathan Smith, and he's got some front end damage there. So we're going to have to keep our eye and see if that affects this car as badly as I think it might. As Pace Truck getting ready to duck in this time by. Pace Truck down.
Green flag,
Getting ready to go green. Green flag is in the air. Jonathan will lead us to the green.
That time it looked like first, second, third, and fourth place there actually got a good jump and stayed right with the leader, so he ain't going to be able to pull it out like he did before.
Definitely a good jump there from the front four, really. We haven't seen any good jumps there from the outside lane, but looking at the front of the field, your top three starting to break away a little bit, open up a little bit of a gap, and I thought that the 33 there, with that bad nose damage, he'd have some trouble, and he's definitely falling like a rock right now.
Yeah, that's definitely not going to help the aerodynamics on that car. Front end damage. But look who's coming up through the field. Rockstar Bob Skinner bringing on the outside with the 26 and the 7 and the 2, and the 27 is he's wants that 89 that's like, hey, come on, man, get up here, help me.
Definitely needing the help, but what a run there from Bob Skinner. We saw him earlier in the race, you know, running in that backpack, and now he's up here running 6th. Maybe, I don't know what's going to happen, but he's definitely in contention for a win right now.
Yeah, Bob Skinner is the, and the other driver that's not here, Jeff Gilmore. Bob Skinner is our Dale Jr. He just knows how to do it. He's got a lot of plate racing wins here at Racinfreeks, so he definitely knows how to get around. And there's Tina out there on Facebook; she's rooting him on. He just needs that 8 car now, as the 2 ducks down on the low line, and now it's just the 82 and 8 on the high side, and they're gaining. Wow.
They're gaining, but you got to look at that 8 car. He's got a little bit of damage. You know, is he going to be able to push Bob up there to the lead? Now, Bob may need another car or two to jump up to the top side and commit to running with them.
Yeah, they got to get either the 89 or 27 to get on the high side. But just to let you know, Richard, out there, Tina said go big or go home. But the problem is, ain't he already home? So he's gonna go big, right?
He's gotta go big.
Right.
Gotta go big.
Right. He can't go home. And here he goes. He's looking for the lead on the 7. Does he take
it? Get it?
Yeah. I mean, we're watching extremely close here. I don't know if he's gonna be able to. Let's see if we can get a close-up shot of him. If I can find the right camera angle. There we go. We'll see. We'll see. I don't think he's going to be able to pull. Well, now he's got the 2 and the 89 are looking on the high side. Come back here.
They're definitely coming to help here, but I don't know. The bottom lane is a little bit better during the corners. So I would expect to see maybe the 2 and the 69 jump down to the bottom here going into turn 1.
Well, I know that we just seen the 8 there blink a little bit. That's not good. You definitely don't want that happening. You know what I mean? Because that there will look at Bob get that run through the top line. Well, you got 1, 2, 3, 4, about 5 cars on the top, and then you got 3 on the bottom. That top line should just motor on by that low line eventually here.
Eventually, but you got to look and see some of these other guys gaining on this top pack. They could play a factor if they do go to the bottom. It looks like the 17 has caught the pack, and he's coming.
Well, what's the 9 do? Does the 9 stay on the high side, or does he reach down there with that 17? Because you can see the 8 and the 82 pulling out over the 7 and the 26, but just not enough to get by.
Does not look like it's enough, and does not look really like the 8 is getting any help from behind him. It looks like the 2 is maybe hanging back a little bit, letting these guys race it out just in case something does happen, and he has an opportunity to maybe avoid it.
Do you think that's what the 2's doing? He doesn't want to get up there and start pushing, because you know if he would push, that would definitely slingshot the 82, you know, to the lead.
It would slingshot the 82, but the 8 there does have some damage. So you got to think, if you're the 2, do you want to push him to the front as compared to maybe jumping down and waiting?
Well, here comes the 17, like you said, the 17 of Johnny. Johnny's now working his way up through. Now he jumps to the high side. Here comes the 9. Wow, we got to battle all the way back to 8th position for the lead.
Definitely starting to heat up there. I'm watching that 27 there sitting there just kind of waiting. He's not getting too close. He's hanging back just a little bit. I think he's waiting on one of those guys, either the 17, possibly the 9, to jump down there with him, as we got a 3-way battle for the race lead.
Wow. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, and the 26 slides up a little bit into the 7. Oh, boy, oh, boy, oh, boy.
3 wide out of turn number 2. What a battle for the race lead right now.
And look at the second pack back there. If these guys keep that up, oh, man. Okay, well, we won't worry about... But now they're 3. Oh, this ain't going to end good. Oh! I seen that coming.
Yellow, yellow, yellow.
Anybody else get involved into that? Or oh, there's somebody else upside down. Who is that spinning on their hood?
Not sure. I'm looking back through. All I saw was the 8.
Out of all that, we'll go back to the instant replay here of FreekyFast, and we'll see. We'll ride along with the 8 and see if he collected anybody else and exactly see what happened here. As you can see, the 17, oh, the 82 came down, the 17, and the 8 went spin in, spark, spin, 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 spin. He's still spinning, he's still spinning, and he's still spinning, and on all 4 tires.
Crazy incident there.
What we need to do is, let me see if we can find, where's it at? See if we can go back. I don't know if we can go back or not. No, we can't go back. I tried. I was going to say, man, we need to ride with the 82. I mean, 82, the 8 in the cockpit view. See if we can get the fans dizzy.
Spinning round and round and round and round.
Yeah, Tina, I'm not sure if the 82 came down or if the 8 came up or if it was netcode. I'm not sure. I'm sure we can. I'm sure Tina can find out exactly what happened there. I'm assuming it's probably a racing deal, would be my guess, because that's not the way Bob Bob Skinner races. Well, I was going to run through the field, but every time I think about doing it, something happens. But let's bring up, let me find cautions. Let's bring up the caution info. So right now here at FreekyFast Broadcasting at Racinfreeks Sim Racing League, we have 4 cautions, total of 9 laps, 21 laps to go, 15 lead changes, and their average time around this track is 45.30. Okay. Wow. All right. So it looks like that yellow happened there, Richard, because the 8 was blinking. So
I could definitely see that. We've seen him blink a few times there.
Yeah. I bet it probably caught Bob off guard. He probably blinked, or we didn't see the blink when it happened, but doesn't mean it didn't happen. Yeah, you know what I mean?
Yeah, it definitely could, because it did look like, I don't think Bob really knew he was there. I think he probably blinked out. Bob thought he had a lane down there, and the 8 looked like, of course, you know, if he did blink, we didn't really see it, but it looked like he tried to maybe go up a little bit to stay out of the 17, who was underneath him, and just caught a little bit of bad luck there.
Yeah, unfortunately.
Definitely some tough luck for some guys out here tonight.
Yeah, yes. Yeah, there is, unfortunately, Richard. But we can, we'll see here. Well, it looks like we have Christopher Matthews in the 92. It looks like he's got mechanical problems. Looks like he's taking that behind the wall, unfortunately. So it looks like we're gonna have. Oh, we got Mark Allen, got his car fixed, and he's coming back out on the track in the 19.
Definitely good to see him back out here. We saw him up there in the lead, and unfortunately got together there with the 52, but definitely has some ground to make up. Don't think he's going to make up the 12 laps that he's down, but definitely good to see him back out here.
Yeah, definitely. You know, you don't want to finish. The league also, you have, you know, the league gives bonus points for leading a lap. If you go caution free, incident free, you get 1 bonus point. Then you can also get the stage bonus points. And if you run 50% of the race, you get another bonus point. So don't retire. You know, run it, and even if it's a half-blown car, run it at least 50% to get that bonus point. Because, you know, by the end of the year, you could be out of the chase and some money or sponsorship, you know, and by 1 point, just 1 point can ruin that whole season. You know what I mean?
Definitely it can, and I think we're gonna get at least 1 more. The way these guys are racing up front here, yeah, I mean, you gotta kind of expect that this is probably gonna happen again.
Yeah, I'm not. Yeah. I see another yellow or 2 coming, and I hope not. I hope there's side-by-side battle all the way to the end of the race, and you know it's clean. But we all know how plate racing is out there, ladies and gentlemen, and it can be nice to you, and it can be very mean to you. I know for firsthand. You know, it's. You think you're doing right, you think you're riding, and then all of a sudden something happens, and well, and you're screwed.
It can definitely happen.
Yep. So all these guys are getting lined up here and getting ready to go back green here on the backstretch, and I will lead them off to the green flag this time by Richard, and with what, about 19 laps to go, roughly, somewhere around there.
Right about, yeah. Yep. About 19.
Yep. Yeah, don't ask. All right, Tina. Bobby's out there streaming us on Twitch, too. That's awesome. So, there you go. He's got in-car streaming going. That's awesome.
I always like to watch those. Those are always cool to see.
Yeah, I always watch them, too, just to see the perspective of what he's seen, you know.
Definitely.
Yep. So, all right. Well, we're going to wait for this pace car to go off, and we're going to get ready to go green. All right. And we're going green as Brandon and
Green flag.
All
Green
right.
flag.
Wow, that's fast. Green, 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 green. Off they go. The 82 is going to push the 26, and I apologize again. It looks like I'm not sure who's on the bottom there. Don't know the numbers.
Looks like 27.
And the 7?
27 and the 7, yeah.
Okay, all right. Okay, I wasn't sure. Man, I hate not knowing car numbers right now. I wish I did. It's like I get excited to call it, and I'm like, oh wait, now I'm lost. Who's who? So anybody out there that watches this afterwards, I apologize, and Richard apologizes because we're learning. We'll learn. We'll get her done.
Definitely.
But, all right, well, I'm back here watching Zach Hall back here with Rick. Looks like, oh, and we got the 7 into the wall. The 26 is into the 28, and then there goes the 69. Zach Hall hits the brakes, and he's going down. He's mowing grass. Wow.
Oh, my goodness.
Wow. I hope that wasn't netcode.
Looks like the 7 tried to jump up to the top line and try to get in front of the 26 and maybe try to go to the front there, but the 26 was there.
Oh man, oh man. All right, well, we'll go back to the FreekyFast instant replay and let's see if we can see exactly what happened here. As it looks like we're a little late. And we're just a little late, so now I went way too far. Alright, well, we're back live as iRacing decided to throw us too far back on the yellow, but we're riding here with the 7 and he's out killing bugs. He's huffing and puffing. I wonder if he's even got a motor left. Car's still running. We'll ride along with him here, Richard, as you definitely know he's going to take it down pit road.
He almost has to with all the damage on that car right now.
Well, we'll find out if he has a quick repair as he's taking it down here. We're riding in on the roll bar. So he's bringing it down to hit his pit stop, and we'll see what happens here. And no, he does not. So he's going to have to sit and take him 4 tires, and they shut the car off. Well, that's a shame.
That's some tough luck for the 7 there. He had a really good run going.
All right, well, that brings us up here to the lead. It looks like the 27 now still stayed up in the lead. Bob Skinner, he's back in 4th place. Let's see if we can, since they're under yellow, maybe I can, if you keep an eye on the pace car there for me real quick, I'll see if I can run through the grid here. Not the grid, but run through the drivers, because we try to do it when under action and they seem to always seems to bring out a yellow. But we got the 27 here, Brandon, running in 1st place. Your 2nd place car is going to be Derek. He's running in 2nd. He started 1st. Bob Skinner is running 3rd, started 19th. We got Jerry West. He started 16th. He's running in 4th. We got Joshua started in 4th, and he's running 5th. Jonathan is in the 33. He started 3rd, running 6th. Zach Hall started 18th. He's running 7th. Mark started 26th and is running 8th. That's a huge jump right there.
Definitely.
Noah started. I said that right, correct? Noah? No.
I think so.
Is it Noah? Okay, Noah Sampler. Noah, sorry, I apologize, messed up your name, but he started 2nd. He's running 9th. Then we have Brian Johnson, or known as Soda Can Johnson, started 17th, running 10th. Johnny looks like he retired. Cody Gibson is running, well, he's in 12th position, running 21st, started 21st. Brian Beach retired, it looks like. I believe he retired. Well, it shows him out on the track. Yeah, he's out on the track yet, so I apologize for that. But he's started 23rd, running 13th. Christopher Matthews is started 24th, running 14th. Timothy started 5th, running... Well, he's not running anymore. He's 15th. And then we have Johnny. He retired. We did Cody. Rick is sitting down on pit road right now. He's in 16th place. Danny Lawson in the 89, 17th place. Then we got Chuck. He's in 26th. He's 18th. He's behind the walls. Blake is still on pit road, but looks like he's going to retire in night. Oh no! Now he's jumping up the board. Well, Blake went from 19th to 17th, and he didn't even do nothing. And that's going to round out your field. We have a lot more drivers that retire. We got Justin in the 52, Mark, Matthew in the 53, Christopher in the 11th, Dustin German in the 43, Neil Odegaard in the 99, and Ryan Howard in the 43. They're all behind pit wall, unfortunately. So that's going to be where everybody's running at right now. So sorry if I butchered anybody's name up. So, but all right, well, pace car lights are out. Get ready to go back green. Lap 62 of 75. This race is coming down now. Now we're going to get to the nitty gritty, Richard. Not too many more laps to go.
I definitely think this is going to be an interesting start here, with only 13 laps to go. Yeah, these guys are definitely going to probably get a little bit more aggressive to get up to the front. I think we're going to see a little bit more three-wide racing, and I hope not, but I would expect to have at least one more caution.
Yeah, I'm going to keep my eye out on the 9, the 82, and the 86. I think they're going to go balls to the walls. I think that's what they're going to do. I don't know too much, and I apologize, but I don't know too much about Brandon and Derek. This is the first time I've ever seen them race, but we're going to find out here very soon as the pace car is going to go down pit road as we wait for them to duck down as the pace car ducks down, and we are green, boogity, 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 and the 27 gets a great jump. That opens up the line for the 2 there to jump down if he decides to there, Richard.
I don't know if he's going to jump down. I think he's probably going to stay up there. He has some help behind him. We've seen him up here all night long trying to battle for this race lead. With a little bit of help, I think he might be able to get it, but Bob down there behind the 27, you got to think maybe he makes the move. Maybe he tries to jump up in front of the 2. If they do drift back a little bit, as there is only 2 cars up there on the top side.
I think that's a gutsy move. I think if I was the 2, I would have jumped down in line. I believe being in the low line is the safe line, but he can prove me wrong. We'll have to see, but if me personally, I would have went to the low line. I would have jumped right in there.
I don't know. I think it might pay off for him here as he's up door to door with this 27 now. And it looks like he's got the lead going into turn number 1.
Prove me wrong again. Well, I love to be proved wrong again, but here we go. After this lap here, Richard, we're going to have 10 laps to go, and Jerry is, wow. Watch Jerry. He's sliding that thing up and down, sideways. He's doing everything he possibly can for this, to try to pull up into the front there.
Definitely trying to make a move here. A lot of these drivers probably thinking in the back of their mind, okay, 10 to go. This is my clock. My clock's going off. I need to make my moves. I need to get up to the front. as we're seeing some of these drivers try everything they can to make a move. Jerry is all over him and looking, I think, probably for a lane to maybe try to get around him.
And here comes Bob Skinner. He's pulling up just a little bit. Is he going to take it into the middle? He does. He takes that in the middle. Now, who's going to go with it? He needs somebody in there. Oh, and we got Zach Hall. He's going to try to push him. Oh, boy, are we going to have 3 wide. Oh, Bob Skinner's going to leave Zach Hall hang. Oh, wow.
Zach Hall with the short end of the stick there, but he's holding on as that 27 sideways.
Oh, no. Here we go. Oh, and they're mowing grass and mud. And
Yellow flag is out.
oh, man, with 10 laps to go. And get ready, ladies and gentlemen. I don't think this is over by a long shot.
This is definitely not over yet.
And Bob Skinner made it through that. Wow.
What a drive there.
Wow. All right, well, Justin Rigsby, he was out there in the 52. He's now out there on the YouTube side there, Richard, and he says, we're doing a great job with the broadcasting, so we, well, and I'm sure you do, thank him for that compliment. And then he tells me he hates that everybody he took out. He said lack of judgment on his part. It's plate racing, man. It's going to happen.
Plate racing.
Yeah, I've always said, I got a personal opinion about plate racing, and I kept it off the broadcast, and I didn't say much about it, but to me, this ain't racing. To me, this is just a lack of luck and be at the right place. It's to me, what's holding the gas pedal and getting off the gas pedal? I know people think different on that, but to me, this, anybody can do this. Yeah, that's just my opinion, and my opinion is not a good opinion, so I'll leave it at that. They're like,
going back and
go ahead.
looking at this wreck here, it's it looks like the 27 comes up just a hair, and it looked like Zach was maybe trying to side draft a little bit to try to hold him back a little, and to me, it looks like a little bit of a racing deal.
Yeah, unfortunately, I don't know how many cars got caught up into that, but we still do got a good amount of cars on the lead lap. And, well, again, you can be in last place on the lead lap doesn't mean that you're out of the race.
Definitely not.
You know, you could do a last lap pass or anything like that, but real quick, as we got 8 laps to go here, I like to tell everybody that's out there tuning in and watching, me and Richard much appreciated here at FreekyFast Broadcasting. Don't forget to hit that share button, like button, subscribe button. Help us grow, and if you're interested and you're watching and you're interested in the league, make sure you check out these guys here at Racinfreeks Sim Racing League. They run every Friday night and every Saturday night here at the winter season, and then in 2019 is also going to be Friday night and Saturday night. So with that being said, we're going to have, what, about 6 laps to go?
I'm guessing probably right around 6, as the cars are still, trying to get lined up, trying to figure out where they're going to restart here. But I don't know. 6 laps. I don't know if anybody's going to have anything up there for Bob Skinner.
I don't think so. I'm Bob Skinner, the rock star. I know how he does plate racing, and he's always there when he needs to be. And as we both know, and these drivers know, when they complete lap 5, if a yellow comes out, race is over. So, watch how that plays out too. Hopefully we don't have another yellow, but we packed 27 cars in here tonight, and I think we had, what, a total of 5 or 6 yellows? Bring up the yellow count here and see. 6 yellows. That's not bad at Daytona with 27 cars. That's actually not bad at all.
Yeah, you can't really complain only having 6 cautions, 75 lap race here. This has been pretty good racing all night long.
Yeah, because it can turn into a cluster real fast. we all know that. You could have 3/4 of the field all out there just all banged up, but look at Zach Hall. Apparently he does not have a quick fix anymore, and he's got damage to his left side. He's got damage to his right side, so that's not going to help him. What vehicle's behind him there? That black Chevrolet is. Who's that?
Looks like the 8 of Noah Samples.
Oh, he's still out there running?
Still running. Still holding on.
Oh, well, he's got damage. We definitely know that. So, I got a funny feeling these top 3 don't have damage that I can see. Do you see anything visible for them? For damage?
Nothing visible.
Okay, so here's what I'm thinking. First, second, and third is going to pull away from Zach Hall and Noah. I'm not sure who has damage behind there if they can leapfrog, them 2 cars, because them 2 cars are just not going to go, unfortunately.
Definitely not, but the 77 and the 2, I believe, are both don't have damage right now. The 2 used his fast repair just now to come down pit road and get all that damage fixed from that accident.
Oh.
We've seen him up there all night. I mean, you may see Derek get up there and maybe contend with them.
Interesting. Yes. We'll have to see if he can leapfrog these guys, because there will be 6 laps to go when they take the green. So I don't know if he'll have enough of time to be able to jump, them other cars, or do them other cars start blocking? That could be a possibility. You're jostling in for position now at the end of the race.
Definitely. But we've seen these guys taking 3 wide all night long, so, I mean, you got to expect one of them, either the 77 or the 2, to maybe try to split them 2 drivers and get through really, really quick.
Well, Zach Hall's got damage on the back of his car, too, so that's really going to hinder him. Hi, Mick.
Definitely a lot.
All right, well, we have Mick out there on Facebook side. How you doing, Mick? Thanks for tuning in here tonight at FreekyFast Broadcasting, where drivers here at FreekyFast get freaky and what?
They're always fast.
Amen on that. All right, good deal. Is this yes? This is a fixed series. Racinfreeks Sim Racing runs Friday nights and Saturday nights. Fixed setups. Nothing's modified. Whatever iRacing gives us, unless it's really bad, but we don't even touch that half the time. So, but yes, this is a fixed series. So, but all right. Well, hopefully this is the last time there, Richard. Do you want to call these guys down for the green flag and get ready for the ending?
I will be more than happy. As it does look like we are getting ready to roll out of turn number 4 and get ready to go green flag racing once again here. Pace truck looking to duck in. Bob looking for a good start here. With a good start, I think he might be able to pull away just a touch.
Green flag, green flag.
Green flag is in the air. Bob going to lead us back to green as we've only got a few laps to go.
All right, well, that 9 definitely needs that 24 to push, and here comes the 2. You said he's got a quick fix, and he used it. He's got a fresh car now. He's definitely got to push that 9 to do anything.
He's all over the back of the 9 car, trying to get that outside lane to get a run. I think if that 77 can get up to him, that'd be 3 on 2. Now you got to think Samples down there has some damage. So you don't know how effective he's really going to be, as it does look like we're going to go 2 by 2 up here for the top 4.
Oh boy, we got 5 laps to go, and they complete this lap. There will be no more restarts, and the race will be over. So here we go, ladies and gentlemen. We have Joshua in the 9 Auto Parts Napa Know-How car with Bob Skinner, known as the Rockstar, battling down on the low line. And then we have, who is that? Brian Johnson. Oh boy. And now we got the 77. The 77's trying to make it 3 wide there on the low line there, Richard. Woo.
And 77 definitely knowing that there's only a few laps left and a caution will end this race. So he's got to make a move if he wants to get up there and try to contend for a win. But down there on the bottom, I got to think that the bottom line is probably going to be able to hold him off.
Yeah, 3 against 2. I don't see... They're going to have to really side draft to slow that low line down, and I don't see that happening unless something drastically happens here, which could open it up if it does for Noah. The 8 would be the next car. Lucky if there happen to be a yellow. I bet that's what he's wishing for, but I don't see him holding off. Noah back there in 6th place has got Chris Matthews is back on the track on the lead lap. He's ready to pounce there in 6th place. The 27, Jerry, they're all in the back, so we're getting down to 2 to go, and Bob Skinner is holding the lead.
Bob's still out front, but that top lane is not going away. The 9 and the 2 up there, you got to think they're going to do everything in their power here with 2 to go to try to make a move on these top 2 drivers. And really, they're holding their own right now.
Yeah. And then you go back to the second pack there. They're ready to pass Noah back there, so he's going to fall back farther, but back up here to the lead with 2 to go. Bob's getting, now we got to 77 looking up high.
I think the
we have a yellow. We have a car spinning. Is there a yellow?
There is a yellow on the Speedway.
And that will give it to Bob Skinner, will take home the win. And Brian Johnson, let's see, finish scoring power line does. Yeah, so the race winner is going to be Bob Skinner. Second place is going to be Brian Johnson. Joshua is going to finish 9th, and Derek's going to bring it home 4th, and Mark in the 77 is going to bring it home 5th. So there's your top 5 here tonight at Racinfreeks Sim Racing League. Sponsored by nobody. So if you want to sponsor, hit us up. But congratulations, I told you, didn't I tell you, Richard? You watch out for that Bob Skinner. I'm telling you, he just knows how to do it. I don't know. I asked him, I picked his brain over and over and over, and I don't know. He just doesn't give me the, you know, the info that I need. But congratulations to Bob Skinner, the rock star. Yeah, Tina's all happy out there on Facebook. There you go. Your guy got it. He brings home the first win here at the winter season on Friday night here at Racinfreeks Sim Racing League. So, yeah, he is the king of Daytona. He does know how to get around, so congratulations to him.
Definitely a strong run there for Bob. He definitely earned that one.
And Brian Johnson's giving him love taps. And Ed, thanks for tuning in there on the YouTube side, bud. Thank you for liking our broadcast, and I'll see you. We will catch you tomorrow night with the winter season opener on Saturday night too. So we'll be live tomorrow at 9:30, same time. So, hey, Derek. All right. Thanks for tuning in and much appreciated. He wants to see a what? He wants to see a goose. I don't even know what you're trying to say. All right. Well, Derek's one of our league drivers too, there, Richard. He does a lot of business trips though, so. All right. Yeah, he said a good, clean race there. All right. Well, let's see if we have. I know. Let's see who we have here on Discord. Let's see if we have. We do have Brian Johnson, and we do have Bob Skinner, who finished 3rd. He is not on Discord, so we won't be able to interview the 3rd place typo. Yeah, you got us all confused up here. And Richard didn't even see what you posted, so he's like, what? It's like, what yeah, exactly. What are you talking about? I don't even know what you're talking about. All right, well, Bob Skinner's going to burn this bad boy down. I bet he's excited. He can't wait.
He definitely earned that one tonight. He was fast all night long. He kept it out of trouble.
Yes, he did. Yes, he did. So congratulations to him there, and iRacing logos, and with his. We always know Bob Skinner with his yellow and orange car. So if you ever see that, you know that's Bob Skinner. But we will have a talk with. We can have a talk with the first and second place finisher there. So we will do that real quick. Do you want to interview? Let me get these guys.
I had Brian last time, so I'll take Brian again. That's fine.
You're gonna take Brian again. All right. Well, we're gonna let me bring up. Give me 1 second here, bud, and we will. All right, we'll bring up the unofficial results, as you can see right there. Run down here and grab Brian Johnson and have a talk with Brian Johnson here. Second place finish here at Racinfreeks and Racing League. All right, floor's yours, Richard.
All right, well, we're going to talk to your second place finisher here tonight, Brian Johnson. And Brian, what a run for you here. It seemed like all night long you were in the right place at the right time. You stayed out of trouble and brought home a second place finish there.
Yeah, it was a pretty interesting race. I think the strategy that we had going into it worked out pretty well. I did get caught up in something. I had to use that fast fix, but that's why you try to save it until you absolutely need it. So yeah, it was a great race. Like I said, the strategy worked out great, and I had all of my teammates and friends around me for most of the race. And then at the end, I knew I probably didn't have an opportunity to pass Bobby, so I was just like, man, I'm going to push Bobby as hard as I can so he can win this race. I had won the stage, so I got those stage points, and finishing in second, that gives me the points lead, and that gives Bobby a win. He don't win too often here, unfortunately, so I wanted to give him a win, and I'm glad I was able to help him. It was awesome.
Well, definitely a strong run for you here tonight, and the one question I have, I mean, for someone like me, I usually run a lot of dirt sides. So what is rolling through your head there coming to the green? There's only a few laps to go. If it hits that 5 to go mark, caution will end the race. So what was rolling through your head there coming to that green? Did you think maybe, I'm just going to push Bob, or did you think maybe you had an opportunity to get to the outside?
I really didn't think I was going to be able to get to the outside. I figured I would be boxed in behind Bob because the outside line was pretty strong all throughout the race. So I knew I'd be boxed in behind Bob, and I was just like, well, I'm going to make sure he wins this thing. So that's what I did. And then the only other thing was that I was hoping the temperatures were going to be able to withstand the length we had there. And right before that last caution, my temperatures were way over 300. That light was blinking, and so I wasn't sure if I was going to make it to the end, but then the caution came out, and luckily he was first and I was second, and it worked out perfect.
Well, definitely a strong run for you, and want to give you the floor and shout out all the people that you need to, and all the sponsors on your car and all your friends.
Yeah, just give first off a huge shout out to all the new guys that we picked up over the past couple weeks. It was awesome to see such a huge field for a Racinfreeks race tonight, and definitely a huge thanks to them, because the league is nothing without its drivers. And then secondly, all the fans that watch Robert's broadcast, watches you two on Friday and Saturday nights, and of course for you two guys to putting on a great show for us. I'm definitely gonna watch this broadcast over, because this was one heck of a race. And then just a shout out to Zach Hall. He put in a lot of work on the admin side this past week, and he's done an amazing job. So that's pretty much it. And just wish everybody a happy holidays and a Merry Christmas if I don't get the opportunity to do it later.
Well, definitely happy holidays and Merry Christmas to you as well, as you had a really good run in the second position. And Robert, you got anything for him?
Not really. Nope, I'm standing down here, as I was just told from Tino on Facebook. Bob's still doing burnouts. So I can't even get him out of the car. I don't even know how to interview the guy. He's got to get out of the car. All right. Well, with that said, like he said there, Brian, we'll let you go celebrate your second place finish. Great start of the winter season as you ended strong last year here at Racinfreeks. So keep the momentum going there, buddy.
Yeah, we're gonna try.
All righty. Well, we'll let you go celebrate and take care.
All right, thank you guys.
All right. That was Brian Johnson out there, or known as Soda Can Johnson. If you ever see his name up on the broadcast, that's who that is. But yeah, if Bob would, stop burning out. I gotta talk to you. Let's see. Hopefully, he should be running out of gas eventually. So we will bring up Bob Skinner here and see if he's done doing burnouts. Bob Skinner, Robert in the booth. You got a copy?
Yes, I do.
Are you done doing burnouts?
No, I'm not.
Okay, I'll wait. Let me know when you're done.
I just feel like the fans on the backstretch never get enough love, so I've come out here to love them as well.
There you go. There you go. Well, all right. Well, I stole your pit crew's microphone just to talk to you as you're out there. Yeah, Victory Lane's over here, buddy. Yeah, you should know where Victory Lane is because I told Richard here tonight. Keep an eye out for that 82. Rockstar Bob Skinner there. You just got the knack and the talent, and you, like your girl said, you're the king of Daytona. And I have to agree with them. You just know how to win. So with that being said, as you're burning out, how did your race go for you tonight?
Well, just to hear you say that, and especially in the class of racers that I have to do this with, I guess the stats speak for themselves because I would rather be humble and say I'm just happy to be here up in the top of these drivers. They push me and my limits every time and test me. And somehow in these races, I always find adversity early and have to push through and overcome. And generally we have more fast fixes in this. Tonight, that was not the case. I lost mine very early. I rode it back in 23rd for a while and enjoyed the view. And there was something about one of those restarts. I just saw everybody going the other way. Even my teammates were talking about going to the back. And I said, we keep going opposite ways all night. And I'm going to let that keep going. I'm going to the front. And I stayed up there all night. And it was not easy. And it took a lot of help. I did not do it on my own. And I just want to say thank you to everybody that was involved. It was a good time.
Yes. You got caught up there in a couple things and everything. What lap did you have to use your quick fix, your quick repair?
It was the very first caution. It happened in front of me. I was on the brakes hard, slowing down. Everything was seeming fine. And then all of a sudden, my mirror just blew up with a red car. That's all I think I saw. And then I had a blown engine and had to coast into the pits, take an EOL, and it put me all the way back to 23rd on that next restart. And I lost the lead pack. I let him go, fearful of what could happen. These races are more of a race of attrition than anything. So survival was all that was on my mind for about 50 laps. And then I just flipped the switch and went into Hunter. I had to stalk my prey and work my way up through it. And unfortunately, Zach gave me the best push of the night, and I had to leave him in a compromising situation. And I feel bad for that, but that's sometimes what you have to do to win these things. And that's why I'm here talking to you right now. Yes,
we've seen that. All right. Well, with that said, too, the last thing I do want to ask you is we watched the replay between Noah and you, the 8 car. He was blinking. Did he blink into your car? Oh, what happened there? Because our replay shows no blinking. Doesn't mean he didn't blink. It's just, did he come up or catch you or anything like that?
Normally, I run an LED system in my car that allows me to see where cars are. Tonight, that was on the fritz and wasn't working. He was blinking from time to time behind me. I don't have any left side mirror, so I couldn't judge it from any of that. And then when I went down to get in line, I saw him. I don't know if he blinked back or if it was just him coming into my rear view. And I tried to wiggle up, and I was listening to the broadcast because I wanted to be honorable and take that caution if it was my fault. It's my fault my equipment's not working properly. But it was such a fast situation. I don't know if he blinked, if it was my fault, and I'll take the penalty for next week's race, and I apologize to whoever was involved in that. It was not my intention. I did not try to do that. It's a product of racing. Things happen fast, and unfortunately, not everybody gets to win. That's probably the worst thing is there's only one guy that walks away. feeling like the winner.
Right.
But everybody that can make it to the end is a winner in my book, whether you're on the lead lap or not. Just to get this car to the finish line at the end of the race is an achievement. So it is what it is. We'll go on to next week and we'll deal with the penalties if they come down, and it is so. We'll take it from there.
All right. Yeah. So. Yeah, we'll take it from there. And that's awesome. I'm sure he's gonna go back and watch this, and you'll be able to talk to him, and we'll see what happens. But with that being said, real quick, your car has iRacing logos on it. Are you planning on changing them around and putting your Rockstar Women on there?
Honestly, I can't remember. This is the car I ran at the last Earl race I did. I thought I had a full paint job. I might not have. But, yeah, I absolutely do plan to put some sponsors on there. Maybe there's some watching right now that are interested.
Mm-hmm.
You can find me at djdizzy@yahoo.com. But, yeah, and if nobody else wants to, I'd be honored to run some FreekyFast or some Racinfreeks schemes to get the word out there. It seems like it's working. Real proud to see the turnout tonight, the drivers, the fans. We put on the show for everyone involved, and if you're here to see it, then my heart's out to you. Thank you so much for being a part of it.
Yes, I agree with you, and I told Zach Hall that I need to see some more FreekyFast vehicles out there. I want the whole field to be FreekyFast. Yeah, how about that?
For sure, at least a decal on every car.
Yeah, get that on there and get it plastered. Yeah, so all right. Well, with that being said, Bud, I will let you go and celebrate with Tina and your pit crew and your race team on your victory here, starting out strong in the winter season. And we head off to, I don't even know where we go next week, but I'm sure you'll be prepared and ready to go.
Yep, absolutely. Thanks, Robert.
All right. Thank you, bud. All right, Richard. Well, that was our winner, Bob Skinner, known as Rockstar Bob Skinner. Is there anything you would like to add before we end this broadcast here tonight of this awesome race that we've seen?
The only thing I'd like to say is, thank you to all the fans and all the people that were watching. Definitely want to thank you guys because, without you guys, we're just two guys sitting in here talking about racing.
Right.
So,
yeah.
Thanks to all of them. And, be sure to tune in tomorrow night, Saturday night. It's going to be fun. Gen 6 cars here at Daytona. I'm excited for tomorrow night now.
Yeah, me too. It's going to be a packed field again. We get 27 to 30 cars in here. Woo, look out. Yeah, that's
definitely going to be a fun show.
Yes, it's going to definitely be a fun show. So, yeah, make sure you tune in tomorrow night here at FreekyFast Broadcasting. We will be going live approximately 9:30 here at Racinfreeks Sim Racing League. I've talked so much, my mouth is dry. I don't know if you are, but I am.
I'm in the same boat.
Yeah. So with that being said, we like to go get our whistles wet. But God bless everybody out there. And like I say on every stream that we end, God bless, be safe, happy holidays, and peace out.